Hey, good morning, y'all. I am actually on the road right now. I'm going to see a very good friend, one of my favorite people. But I wanted to drop this kind of conversation down. I've been thinking about it, and I said, let me just drop the scoop. As you already know, my page is really about beauty, body, and brains. Beauty, body, and brains can cover anything. For women especially. The reason why I speak more to women than men is because with the women, there's a lot of things that we are thriving in. And, we're in a liberating era. And the era is about becoming more than what you are. Like that one role, hey, they said in life, you can only be a wife and a mother, blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what? Now we can be multiple things. And those multiple things, titles, you can be a CEO, you can be a mother, you can be an aunt, a godmother, etc. But it's all because if you want it, you can have it. So everything's attainable. Now, let's now go into more about the brains part, because when you're doing beauty, body, and brains, that focus, you're also making sure that your relationships are going to thrive. And what I mean by that thriving relationship is important. It's who you marry, that kind of man. You can't build a business by being with the wrong man. You can or being with the wrong partner, the spouse. I call it more husband material, because I would say that I'd rather go into business with a husband than go into business with a boyfriend. It's because marriage is definitely a contract and it's a transaction, and you want to make sure that you're with the right person who can build the empire with you. If you already build the empire when you meet them, that's very important. That is not a joke at all. A lot of people have built empires, no prenups, gone into it and have regretted it because they didn't have a strategy. I'm going to say this, and this is just off the record and also off topic. One thing I love about men, they are going to make sure that when they purchase a home, they're not adding you on a name if they're not married to you. But for some reason, I don't know what it is, women with their heart, because you think with your heart more than your mind, your heart. You want to make sure you buy the house with the man, or you say, you know what, I'll put the money down, and then, that man who's even your husband is actually purchasing. You're going to purchase with that husband, even if the husband is not even ready to lead in your family. There are so many layers as a woman in this world right now that is attainable, that you can thrive. But the most important thing, and just get back to topic, is to be with the right partner. The reason why I started this channel is because I think it's very important that we speak about this in many rooms. I've had a lot of conversation in my financial planning firm that I manage across the United States, 50 states, and I hear a similar conversation every time. Women, who are looking for good friends to actually connect with. It's hard. I've had clients say to me, you know what, I really wish that I had a good girlfriend. I wish I had a good best friend. That kind of situation. I think that's so important. So I'm blessed to have those kind of connections, the networking style too. What's the saying? Show me your friends and I'll show you your future, right? Show me your friends and I will show you your future. So look around your friends right now. Are those the friends that are going to thrive? Unless you're already thriving, and you know what I'm saying. But if you are looking to thrive and pivot in anything that you want to do, it could be, I want to be influential in my community or even my family, be the first XYZ, hey, first wealth, first this, legacy. You want to make sure that all those things are very important. And your friends define who you are. Even the first 5 people in your circle. So if you're speaking to the same 5 people every single day, we hope it's not every day because you got a life, right? Let's just make sure. But more about every single few months or every single month, once a month, twice a month. And those people are the people who are not keeping you accountable, value, worth, seen, heard, all the things that us women, we love to take into much more serious accommodations. Then you're with the wrong people around you. The wrong people will have you thinking differently. They'll have you thinking, okay, maybe this is not what I signed up for. But it's a self-assessment on yourself, a self-awareness too. You have to make sure that you're being cognizant every time. But the only way you can be cognizant about growth is when you do a reflection. So just to bring it down a notch. If you're looking for growth, look at your five friends that you have, or the 5 people in your life right now. Do they exemplify growth at all? That's how you know too. So, okay, if you know who has growth, or who you're liking how they're growing, and you say, oh, I like the way my one friend is really thriving. She's always focused. You know, she's doing work, and it doesn't have to be the career. It doesn't have to be a lawyer, a doctor, engineer. It could be someone who actually owns a little business, or maybe they're working at a company and they just basically just got promoted again. And you're just like, you know what? I like her attitude. She's always thriving. Let me get in touch with her to see how she just acts for things, or how does she position herself in that company to thrive. That's important. Next, after that, the circle of friends is important. Next, what kind of conversations are you having with those people? So those 5 people, are you having growth conversation? It's a conversation of gossip. Sometimes people want to just get on the phone gossip, and there's nothing wrong with you gossiping with your girlfriends, but how often do you want to keep gossiping with your friends? Because that gossiping, like they say in the Bible, it's just a bunch of mess. It's a messy thing. Like, if you're on the phone every week with a girlfriend gossiping about things, about people, about things, about material things, it doesn't go anywhere. It's just no foundation. You're basically building a friendship based on sand. Something happens serious to you. Example, something happens very serious to you in your life, like health concerns, a family situation. Can that friend be there for you? Because not every friend can support you that kind of way emotionally. So think about it, emotionally, spiritually. Now next, those 5 people, who is praying for you? This is the one that hurts the most. Who is praying for you right now? Which friend says, you know what, I'm going to pray for you? Or before they get off the phone, after they gossip to you, friend, can I pray for you? If that friend is not praying for you, well then how are you friends with them? Because you gossiping and you know them for what? 20 years, 10 years, 3 years, 2 years, 6 months, 2 weeks? That friend that is not praying for you is not worth having in your life, but that's up for you to actually consider. So just remember that. Those things are very, very important. Okay, next one. So who prays for you? What friends? Because that's the most beautiful gift. For me, I don't typically want material things. I just want friends that pray for me. And I have friends that say, you know, I'm going to pray for you. They just randomly reach out, I'm going to pray for you. Or go on the phone and they tell me a situation. I tell them, listen, I'm going to pray for you. They're like, thank you so much. We pray for each other. That is the biggest thing. And you know what? People didn't know they needed prayer until we get older. When you get older, whew, you need a lot of prayers. A lot of prayers. A lot of prayers. Those prayers are not a joke. And you go through things, relationships, career, self-development. I'm huge on that. But that's the most important thing. Let me catch you guys in a second.